Welcome to Use My Television Toy Showcase channel. Today we're going to talk about two items of note in collecting from Hasbro that we feel a little bit sour on. The first I'll talk about will be the Celebration exclusives, Obi-Wan and Maul, and then I'll follow it up with a bit more information about the retro collection. First up, as you may be aware, watching this video, you want to know what the hell happened on Hasbro Pulse's website on May the 4th, 1 p.m. Eastern Time in the US. That time here was 3 a.m. in Australia. For me, I was in the land of Nod. A few of my friends out there, you are watching, you tried your hardest and couldn't get it because of the crap that went down. I have something from one of my subscribers. A lot of you guys have let me know the situation. I'll explain the situation, then I'm going to read from one of my subscribers who wrote in detail what was going down. So the situation was at 1 p.m. you could go on to the Hasbro website, Hasbro Pulse exclusives, and you can buy yourself the exclusive figures of Obi-Wan and Maul. When people got there, it wasn't live at 1, it went at 1:03, it was 3 minutes late. And when people were going, click, I want that, click, I want that, there was nothing to say that was one per customer or anything like that, and sold out before you checked out. So they were sitting in your cart and you couldn't get them because they were sold out, and everyone's like, what? And a lot of people missed out. There was the odd few who got them. Congratulations. I know one of my subscribers did. He's watching right now. He's happy. The rest of you guys went away empty-handed. So let me read here what was written in detail on one of my videos. So this was one day ago from my subscriber M.W. Dolnak, and it reads as follows. For your information, the Hasbro Pulse release of Star Wars Celebration Chicago Maul and Obi-Wan was a complete disaster. The product didn't show up until 1:03 p.m. Eastern Time, and it was all sold out within 30 seconds. Didn't even last a minute. A large amount of people reported the ability to add to cart, including myself. By the time it took to enter the details, it was too late. The community went into complete uproar mode. First, Hasbro didn't appear to have any purchase limits. That probably allowed scalpers to buy in bulk. An hour later, Hasbro updated the web pages to reflect a limit of 1 per customer, but by then it was too late as everything was already sold out. Then 4 hours later, Hasbro Pulse sent out emails to everyone saying there was a product left over in their carts and was to click a link to pick it up where you left off. And of course that click led to an empty cart on their site. One last parting jab by Hasbro in a still open and bleeding wound. So in summary, it turned out that on Star Wars Day, Hasbro managed to piss off the vast majority of its customer base trying to enjoy and celebrate Star Wars Day by buying Star Wars products. Well done, Hasbro, well done. Seems a little insensitive of them to go ahead and just really rub it in to everybody out there who's trying to get their hands on these celebrations. Around the world you couldn't, and this was probably the only way we possibly could, and not many people got them. How many did they have? We will never know. They may be putting some aside for conventions around the world. They said they're going to put them in, there's going to be a convention in Australia that's going to supposedly have them, but if it's PAX, it's not the greatest. It's in one city, one convention. You know, it's not one of those world conventions that go around the country. It's just one city. It's like hundreds of dollars just to go to that city to go and get your convention stuff. Anyway, if you got one, leave it down in the comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Was it easy to get? Did you get more than one? Scalpers may be out there. They have software, some of the scalpers, that have the pages open in multiple tabs, refreshing. The software will refresh the page constantly, all the time, have an unlimited amount of cash already loaded up into a prepaid credit card with details already. So it will instantaneously, once it finds the stuff, add it to cart and load it up, and then change the name and load it up and change it, and they can do it 50 as much as they want to until they just change the name for intentional reasons so it doesn't look like 1 per customer, and the software can do that over and over again. That's a scalper's pretty little nifty trick. I've heard about it, not seen it in action though. Okay, moving on now to retros. Now, as you know, in Australia, we just got them. We got them. They were to drop on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. In America, you guys are still on the 12th of May. 12th of May, you guys are getting them. And I've heard you guys from the UK saying we're not getting until September. And I'm like, what? September? Not waiting that bloody long. Thing is, for me, I got tipped off on a Facebook page from a collector's group. Someone who worked in a Zing was labeling them up the night before or something. So I went down the next day, May the 3rd, and I picked up the entire box. And I didn't know this, but one box per store. There's less than 55 stores. I think there's 53 or 54 Zing stores in Australia. So literally, that's all that came to Australia. 50 odd. Like 1 in 50, 1 in 50, 1 in 50. And people are like, how can I get my hands on them? That's how hard they are to get. So I'm sorry if you guys missed out, because I was like scanning, yay! They didn't list them on Zing's website. They didn't know they were coming into store. Some of the people who work in Zings didn't even know they were even coming to Zing. It was just like, it was part of a capsule drop for the May the 4th. They got lots of t-shirts, they got lots of homewares and stuff, and that was part of it. So I'm sorry if you guys did miss out. I hope they will be available soon on one of my affiliates. They may be on Aussie Sci-Fi Collectibles very, very soon coming up. Check their website. And they may end up on Mighty Heroes. Check their website out too. Also, put this picture up here. This is from the Forces with Jesse. There it is, Zing. You can see the game comes out in June. The Hyperreal Vader comes out in September. But for the purposes of May the 4th be with you, Zing decided to drop the board game, which I had on pre-order for June. So I'm like, oh, I'll get it in June. Wasn't available on the 4th of May. It's available on the 6th. Dun, 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 dun. There it is, my friends. I will do a proper unboxing of this. Look at the little circle of light here. Where is it? Very cool. I'll do a proper unboxing and take that out of the packet and have a good look at it. This dropped today. It was sold out on the Zing website. Go down to your local Zing. They should have it. Many. The store that I got this from got 5 in, and I scored 1, which was my pre-order. So these won't run it. This is the Tarkin, which matches up exactly with the retro collection stuff. The card is actually inside there. See, the Chewie just fits in there. So will the Tarkin. It just fits inside the box. Awesome. It's going to have that big red sticker on it too. Anyway, a little bit more news for you guys. The Luke Skywalker Death Star Escape is coming to Target in the US on the 15th. This will be released. There he is there. Fine figure. Pick yourself one up. If you guys in Australia want to get one, Aussie Sci-Fi Collectibles, he's got one. Excellent. The other thing that's coming to Target is the Han Solo in the same outfit, the Stormtrooper outfit, on the Vintage Collection card. He'll be available on the 15th as well. Just a quick news bite for you guys. My name's Usual Mike. I've got some merch. Put that up on the screen there. Hit tap slap. Usual Mike says. Leaked and Usual Mike Television t-shirts, all available in my Redbubble store. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at UsualMike30 or on Instagram at UsualMikeTelevision. There's my fan mail, PO Box 957, Lismore, New South Wales 2480, Australia. And if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe, tap the little bell for notifications, slap a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. All the best.